Hey guys, Steve here from SingleDadFitDad.com. Just wanted to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my personal story, kind of how it's relevant to you, and kind of why I do what I do for a living. I'm actually shooting this in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, visiting a friend of mine. I live in Maryland, but I flew out here to meet with a friend of mine who helped me with creating this video series, getting me set up with my blog, and kind of helping me build Single Dad Fit Dad. And the reason I was able to do that, and on short notice, was the fact that I'm a personal trainer full time. I have quite a bit of flexibility in my schedule, and up until a year ago, I didn't have any of that flexibility. I actually worked in corporate America. I was a financial advisor for 11 years and hated it. Kind of tied to a desk, a schedule, and all that stuff, like most of you guys are right now. And although it's fucking freezing here, it's great because I do have the flexibility to come out and work on something that I'm passionate about, which is fitness, and creating a resource for guys, dads, to kind of get their life and their fitness back on track. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today is, the reason that I'm doing this is because I spent years, a decade, working in a job I hated. I was in a marriage that struggled quite a bit, and although I had two great daughters, things for me weren't great. I was pretty miserable most of the time, and a couple years ago I separated, and earlier this year I was officially divorced, and since that time I've made some really huge changes in my life, and it kind of came at a time when I really needed it. I was really in a bad spot, really beating myself up a lot and treating my body really poorly. I was eating like shit. I wasn't exercising. I was drowning my sorrows in sad movies and drinking beers and just really feeling sorry for myself, until a friend of mine kind of slapped me in the face and said, wake the fuck up and get your shit back together. Life's too short for this, and you have two little girls that look up to you as a role model and need you to be present, and they need you to be positive, and they need you to be happy, and they need you to have all these things. So that really woke me up, and for me, that was what it took. And literally that night, I made a decision to change. I actually remember leaving the bar, and it was probably 9 at night, and I went for a run, and I lasted maybe 10 minutes before I crapped out, but the next day I ran for 11 minutes, and then 12, and before long I was training again full time and feeling great. And since that time, my life has really done a 180. I'm in a much different place. I'm actually in a really good place, and it's been great. And I'm 43 years old and really probably in the best shape of my life. And why this is important for you is I know exactly where you are. I know the struggles that you're facing, time and stress and all the things associated with having a family and having obligations and having bills and all those things, and fitness gets pushed to the back burner. And in my opinion, fitness is really the catalyst to so many other parts of your life, and it can really benefit you from the ground up. So most guys that I see that are my age are walking around with a spare tire around their waist. They're not particularly fit, but they want to be, right? Every man I've ever met wants to look good, right? If you're married or single, it doesn't matter. You want to look good for your spouse, significant other. If you're single, you want to be attracted to the opposite sex, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I think that's very important. But the fact is that most guys don't do that, and they get to a point where it's just, it's I haven't worked out in 15 years, screw it. And it doesn't have to be that way, and that's why I created this site, was to help you, kind of show you the path of how to do it, why to do it, when, where, all those things. And I really want to be kind of the resource for you. So I want to make myself accessible to you. You can email me anytime at steve@singledadfitdad.com. I'm on all the major social networks, so feel free to reach out to me on any of those channels as well. But I really want to kind of extend my hand to you because I really know that it's a struggle. I mean, it's not easy. You may be in a rut, and the furthest thing from your mind may be, I'm going to go get fit again like I was in my 20s. And I'm not saying you have to do that, but I'm saying it's possible. I know for a fact that it's possible, and I want to be able to help you do that. So again, hit me up on email or any of the social networks, and I'm really happy to help, and look forward to hearing from you.